Hey, just checking in to see if you had a chance to look things over. No rush at all. If that's what your follow up emails sound like, I want to show you why they're not getting answered. It's not because the client lost interest, it's because that email is the easiest message in the world to ignore. And you wrote it that way on purpose, even if you don't realize it. Think about what just checking in actually says. It says, I want something from you, but I'm not going to tell you what. It says, I'm here, but there's no reason to respond to me. There's no question in it. No new information. No next step. It's a knock on the door from someone who, when you open it, says, oh, nothing. And no rush at all makes it worse. You just told them that not responding is fine, so they don't. Here's the thing I need you to see. This isn't an email problem. It's the same pattern you run on your calls, showing up in your inbox. You have something you want to ask. Are we doing this or not? And instead of asking it, you cushion it. You wrap it in so much softness that the ask disappears completely. The just checking in email is an apology with a subject line. Let me show you how this plays out, because the cost is bigger than one ignored message. Picture a consultant. She sent a proposal 9 days ago. The client said it looked great and went quiet. She knows she should follow up, but following up feels pushy. So she waits for 4 more days than she should. And then she sends the safest thing she can think of. Just checking in. No pressure. Whenever you get a chance. The client reads it in 4 seconds. Nothing in it requires anything from them. They think, right, I do need to get to that. And they put it back on the pile. 2 weeks later, the budget got spent somewhere else. Not because they chose someone over her, because the siding never got forced and undecided quietly became no. She'll tell herself the client ghosted. But look at what actually happened. She sent a message engineered to be ignorable because being ignorable felt safer than being direct. And it worked. It got ignored. So why do we write these emails? Because you're afraid of being annoying. Somewhere you picked up the idea that following up is bothering people, that asking directly for an answer is pressure. And pressure makes you one of those pushy salespeople. So you engineer the pressure out of the message, all of it, including the part that was the entire point. But here's what's actually true about your buyer. They are busy, not fragile. A clear question is not pressure, it's a service. You're giving them the chance to close an open loop that's been sitting in the back of their mind too. The vague check-in doesn't protect them from pressure. It just transfers all the work of the next step onto them. Now they have to figure out what you want, decide what to do about it, and write it, all from a message that asks for nothing. Busy people don't do that work. They defer it forever. The direct follow-up respects their time. The soft one wastes it. So here's the fix. Every follow-up you send has 3 parts: a reason, an ask, and a next step. One short email. The reason is why you're writing today, not just floating. We talked about starting in September, and I'm planning my calendar this week. The ask is one clear question they can answer in one line. Are you moving forward with the proposal? And the next steps makes yes easy. If so, I'll send the agreement and we can lock your start date. That's it. 3 sentences. It reads in 10 seconds and it can be answered in 5. Yes, send it. Not this quarter. Either answer is worth more to you than another month of silence. And notice what that email doesn't have. No just, no sorry to bother you, no rush, no whenever you get a chance. Every one of those phrases is a little instruction telling the reader this message doesn't matter. Cut them all. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that abrupt? Won't a direct question feel cold after all that friendliness? Here's the reframe. Direct is not cold. Vague is cold. Because vague says, I didn't care enough to make this easy for you. When you write a clear reason, a clear question, and a clear next step, the message underneath is, I respect you enough to be straight with you, and I run my business like someone worth hiring. Clients feel that. The people who close deals are almost never the best liked follower-ups. They're the clearest. And if the answer is no, then you needed to know that. A fast no releases you to spend your energy on the people who are going to say yes. The just checking in email protects you from hearing no by making sure you hear nothing. That's not protection. That's just slower. Here's how you train it. Open your sent folder right now and find your last 3 follow-ups. Count the ask. If any of them has no direct question in it, you found your pattern in writing with a timestamp. Then build your template. Reason, ask, next step. 3 sentences saved somewhere you can grab it. When it's time to follow up, you don't compose from anxiety, you fill in the blanks. And before you hit send on any follow-up from now on, run one check. Can this be answered in one line? If they have to think about what you're even asking, rewrite it until they don't. You're not bothering people by asking a clear question. You're bothering them by making them guess. Say what you want, ask the question, then stop. What you just watched is one of 5 ways people talk themselves out of a sale they already won. 5 specific patterns. 1 apologized before the ask. 1 keeps talking after the buyer was sold. 1 drops the price before anyone objected. 1 hands the buyer a doubt they never had. And 1 offers so many options they can't choose at all. Everybody runs one of them. Usually 1 main one and a second that shows up under pressure. And here's why that matters. If you're practicing a fix for a pattern that isn't yours, you're rehearsing the wrong fix. So I built a 2-minute quiz that tells you which one is costing you the most. It's the first link in the description. Take it, then come back and watch the video for your pattern. Say it, then stop. I'll see you there.